that streams on our 24 radio as well as our 24 TV. And then so one of our wonderful panel members, Fire Chief, and Wahasisia, and yɛbɛka multi-party democracy asɛm. Sɛ wohwɛ a akakra bi na ɔman Ghana yɛakɔ polls no akɔto aba. Na anuanom bebree ɛka sɛ ɛyɛ multi-party democracy a use ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu no, it has been quite inappropriate for us. Nti Fire ɔbɛbɔ yɛn nkɔmmɔ na ɔde akɔ history mu kakra kama as to why anuanom bi adwene sɛ the multi-party system run away my Ghana mu no, it is not appropriate for us. Fire anwummerɛ mema wadwo Fire mema wadwo around the fire and the fire say fire on Tianka the tibia fire anyone that's it and the fire Timinka fire if the Abrantipa fire and Tianka your modiana yes I could pay naba na yatu uncle mudien so kama fire Timinka. All right, and yeah, Yabahania Hope, Dintia, fire Timinka. Utiminka. Good. I said, you know, I rakakran zone.
I am in TV.
Yo, and command the cowboy now, one team be a boy. Oh, yo, a chief for the ombeti, but I would the Mrs. Sutel at the amount. Na make us say, actually say, I can't cranny a quack or right? Na yana month will be a say, a multi-party system of democracy na you use our my Ghana no yana inappropriate. Nti ene menim so boy nkomo no am yehu why enuanum bi adwen say the multi-party system a use our my Ghana no inappropriate for us. Nti fire sam ready boy nkomo
yo Papa Smiley me dasi you chat your point now. Papa Smiley sasem we go for a breaker na nchase wo why who say democracy says yeah practice wo ye man mu no anya appropriate am I reasons no dozen e be fa na apostle who say most often you know I think say Rawlings massive say history be judging say Ofeli Ghanaians after that 19 years now they are there back up because the vision of who they say multi-party democracy no MYN and what penny finally edu we know the circumstances much power no diesel and a fuel into our economy no into ahuncheba pe onsenra make yourself the essence of American election now in here my and say either they will endorse or promote your opponent or someone in the essence na ahuncheba man ebi no mo de ye policy for boyin of la Côte d'Ivoire inti then only choice be okay say there was this famous quote now echo around in those days say to whom should I hand over to? No, what I say. But wow, us, you have call in no. Didn't na multi-party no? Yes, enya mai. If you are see no, amamu yefa nenti ase Greek for no omo share no. Omo hwe ha wa Nyankopon ebo wiase. Misrawo. Ben Bible ben Quran ben and or say Nyankopɔn. Ebi ni hɔ saa. Nti wo hwɛ ya ahini mu a ya wo kingmakers ketewa bi ebi anso abro so adu mienu. Omo no mu yi hene. Nti da bia me bisa scholars say okwa asantima mu a ana say tu me papa michia oka ho ye santini de hye wo ye lawyer wo ye engineer oka ho na ye kwoto aba yi na na ba hwe nidie ene obu a obi a wa santima mu ede ma no ya hini ye no ye nto aba say we gina ha anka wonim dokwa aka besi ebi ne yehu no nti wo hwe ba mse bibia unni anu ye no hwe nature how it is. Nti number 1 ufa ye culture ni mpo ye governance a enye saa ena ye bi before yete nti die nti ena yesi agitum enye appropriate mayen. I have been hearing this elementary argument sir ona die nti na work ma America for mesrew baby a meti sesi ano maso hita enra mene loloyon ekesa no ai loloyon to aso air condition and
that's right.
Die nti na won kan cha loloyon say oti Ghana memeti amaso hita untu so hita o Ghana. Into that argument no ya mfa manim too elementary. Wahu inti ade ni nie ade no betumi aye adwuma ma obi entumi nya adwuma ma obi miso a na meti akurase ntontom ho pa na se hiba ne chemi ntontom ka wora nzo mo se hiba chew e de se en diagnose enya ho po a se hiba chew ntontom aka adromienu enene o ada se ye do ba ko ama nurse abo chloroquine anase edua ba bi wo ayanwene pa ebi mpo na san bi bae eno so ye benyam ye de asaw ana amoanom nimpiri no na me sami yare bia na obo me chloroquine na aya
Ohuma kekao
okume me ho beki kame gume ho manim be sa na a moment a me mame bera ko ti sa nimtu ni bi wanyam no dia asame no anwumere me na me kobobo no dia nti na obi akrorekun dia me de enyeme nti nipa bia we are the product of our environment. A environment no and I say a training say internal loyon enra or air condition because of the environment. Into the far say obi wa America no say see a so heater no and try say e say onso Ghana no so heater. And in na air say who ye judges no at this point in time on we educated o na ya so omo che no man share say big gun you coat no it doesn't make sense. Britain po a na nsa me call court Britain po a aha ayenyu no obekọ ho no judges na no more tie lawyers more tie obi anhye so we are honest nyansa wotrimu a unimra no a it doesn't need that wig it anya appropriate emayen o Ghana eno a wo hye o suit bi so me se be there because awaba
na fire say na o ka say enye appropriate emayen no what would you suggest would be the appropriate for me
me do bedru ho I didn't think me o ha me do bedru ho
mate
oh papa the founding fathers of our continent ayen go for mu di kan e de yaman si ho no no mote no mo ye nase inti abafo no share that catch am say oh nya mo ye no mo ye dictators one party state anya no kre oh the one party state emfa mpuntu ma anya no kre ene be kire nipa bia ana ene tin bia emu bia e mo emfa nipa ya wo hwa the first 3 months or 6 months so per say unanti a unan ba ko na wo nanti udru bia 6 to 9 months ode ana 4 to 6 months ode unanan e na be nanti eboaw ema unya that foundation to the ground now pray ho 3 months 6 months obe sorry agina una mienu so a obe bolege
bolege for enema o ye bolege no
enti on say I do not person here paris no Ghana no Nigeria bolege na ete ho no
okay
enti achekia aha because yenya grounding no ti akora bia wo no hwe no movement obe so move pe odi no to eji permission every et was say edu mi ametumi asori ana et is twen kakra twen kakra that is exactly what our leaders were doing America omoji omo fa ho different beti ho no it was not multi-party o kochakere Abraham Lincoln ye pa no chompo e ma ne transo for some years because you need to get that stabilization and sana what to make now na news what say omo gi omo na nimi so omo fe no multi-party e two party eno American ho asem inti sa wo hwe nature mpo a ya tom nature as people na die nti na multi-party enya mayen I don't know whether you have fair idea and how much it costs an individual Ghanaian to be an MP. Obi ka tell me say it's about $250,000. To be an MP, you got 7 crore. Does it make sense to you? How are you going to get that money in 4 years? What does it? Into the very vehicle, yet the microphone at the parliament one. I are corrupt. And we don't need it. Well, into multi-party, no, and ya dear, a young man before, more especially in Ghana for young Ghana. And ya my because say party A, yeah, idea, yeah, now party B, what for can be so. We, idea way, and yet, say, Bossy, I'm going to offer you an off for which, no, my mom for my home. There be inti, and ya dear, a young man. It's what they are helping us to do, elect, see what I call white man chief. Near find a president. There's no president in Ghana for the past 30 years. Who is the president? There's no president. So there's no president. A white man chief no. There's no president. Oh, say no make catch oh car. Na car no so man for so man wa. Uni car. Into what they have forced us to do, or man foresee, even though you stability no, say you enemy no so and anti in the affect we go to them for help. The son is a circles are always another 8 years, another person will come, they won't succeed, we go to them in that cycle. Into omo sheda and omo pushy amount so that we will be the 10 citizens in the world. America a gold, silver, bronze. There be either bronze. And it's Ibekulum sa. Inti with some of these reasons, I say get to baby. You can't near here as a mind, as a continent, a good governance. One say, I think last 5 years or 4 years, Meka na Angelo was it there be the Bontiasi, and then bet you we don't need multi-party democracy. Even we need democracy. Remember how? Ubon say, and yet this type of democracy in here. You hear good governance. What is good governance? Good governance say, Obafa a pine papa so na church na your friend no institutions no agina printing na nkrofo no omo akoma so ade omo saka eno na ehia multi party bia nti obo ade ajapade ade ma nkrofo no na so abamfa so ama omo eno na ehia nti me kono mbebisa wo asem bia ahwe se democracy ba aboaya na. Now let me just quickly go to what you asked, the alternative. It is a multi-party. And you appropriate my the adina and say a vacuum, I say baby.
That's right.
Did ya and I say Papa any near the kind. A man be at the say if ye, I see any three. And the trainer, and o Martin is a president, yan fan sa. Ada say by a president and a prime minister, would be so chancellor. Nina the same thing. Say, you ba kontoa. Once a nature try and say, obetumi aye bibi aba yentumi mpo enko ye campaign or really nyato aba. Inti let me just use this one say with the COVID no ebe severe menka say yes sir ebe severe. The law is that memo bi ampia. Are you telling me say ye nyama mpani ani mpanifo o man ni mu ana? So even nature is questioning you that there's a problem with what you're doing. Inti NNA. Say it now at this point in our life or time. Nearby election, foreign minister, ever plane, ever manane. So by here, Bosia, Ana Mwa, Nyampankoya election. The election is not for us. We don't own it. What is say yeah to about Britain and France, Africans or Mabasombe observers. Sabano, Ebeko right and left. What be that? Because they own it. Inti near Eddie Kayan can say ye ni. I say ye in crofro. You bet to aba. This assembly level no. Near ye near and now why from assemblyman. Whatever name you want to give it to it. Ye assemblyman 20 year. First time no. The whole country. Inti Bonoboni bia an assemblyman. No mako this to all. Omoko this is what. Mom so me I say local MPs. Na nkrofo a ye pese omoko gina as MPs na ene ebi etua $250,000, $350,000. No. Inti say wo Papa Smelly Abi ana Achibobo ana Pankrono constituency opese ana Elemble opese ogina ho as MP a ohia say ogbakwa koye flyers aye posters aye say no you obe ya ni say obekọ assembly nanim say mo ye 10 mu ye mo go through the process wa watena community wo 5 years obi ahun say we adwuma nya qualify akọkan asem so me ba me koye MP a me say at the assembly level na assembly no because of bribing tea near the key stakeholders are omo sa district ho and a constituency wo no akọ beef assembly no inti teacher for you know make us a key stakeholders are what you say teacher for more nurses for more farmers are omo ho ye key no bankers no more you omo for akọ assembly no we e de kan so that assembly for no enkoje ni ehu ne no na ma number na yekese no mo ato so aba you as an MP akabi anim you because already no nkrofo no edom mandate no ama assembly for no na assembly for no omo nso wo so a obo se obogina MP no omo nso ayi kama nti yamba se yenya ye MPs yenya MPs ni wi a enie efe yebeyi omampani no onse yenya big house na wi but house no be 2 mbeko number 2 no but lower house no yenye wi na because upper house no baba kan lower house no mayi president nti ma menka upper house no na yenya lower house na wi na fe regions no says you are 19 or whatever ya to ehon so aba ayi nipa ba ku bia fe region bia ye wi a won se wa de fe no council of chiefs omo ayi wo ho nti council of chiefs no house of chiefs no each president bia or represented one of this house of chiefs no automatically into Ashanti region baako Ranga half baako sa all the regions womo automatically no they are the representative of the people already almost call upper house ho te say na ehu as laws no omo call ho omo no ni nkrofo e be yi womo from each region no ekobom na ye wi a nkrofo a omo so serve as a bepa say a good chief commander of the army obeko police IGP also beko ye wi enso ye security kakra bi obi say legend bi dey say abedi pele into upper house no ni din ye ba sesa no Ghana mpanimpa eno mo ho omo no beko upper house no some of them will be elected some of them will be appointed no ma upper house now omo upper house ho wi a yenya upper house and lower house won say we akabi anim ya wi ni sa no then obi opese ya fa no Kofi Krantin ya fa no Mahama ya fa no Kufuado ya fa no Ayaraga ana Joe also be Ghana president ehia se obetena ka mu akọ constituencies no constituencies no mayi omkrofo dada omo ye MPs ebinum so aya upper house ombe hia na katasehye ne proye ye denti number ni so a obi wo ha obi ofi America na oba obi wo nso a bia owiska nti ba akoma bribe omo de aba no daadi nti ye the other stakeholders nso ba ka ho and you know them already nti bar association Ghana midwife gen all the stakeholders in our country no nso akọ parliament two ne ho both upper house mpanimpa any lower house na mana yekese
Okay.
and these two houses no obeka wasamachi obi abeka na spell so me ba me no menye free education Ghana ni bia benya adwuma pa and the other ba ebeko Washington what the beko Oxford wa wasem me ana ba kon so me ba dabi mencha fertilizer mencha boot nya member ye nie cocoa no we are practicing free market economy inti die ntina ukọ mechanical ono charge oni aope na obi de okodua cocoa dia na aban ama na price we enkwasa sep ye mpene inti mesesem cocoa farmer ono ye ne cocoa a demand supply interaction near demand ne supply na be no and be determine the price nobody elsewhere call himself government or institution should give them the price omu onu oje ne sika wie na odba akonum apetahia enya wasem wo dia ne say obi make sure waje tax obi nso ne wo retrim no ne ebeto sankrofo ya adwum no ma yi nipa kro no am so fire wo dia ne to ya adwum ya nye ye prime minister then the upper house no omunso beto aba ayi obi abaye president simple papa this is what we need election ebe koka nyakobo abofo no bosia constitution e brase meme yan kwaji ska oba bia bisa party akase mienu no ana wo Ghana nketo anya so nu se no number bisa party akese mienu no say I for no munye omusika de ye sa campaign. Think about
it.
And good governance, one of the key principles in good governance is accountability. And I think say even Chamarans Ophelia, also that they know accountability. Because as Nana Kufado, as Mahama, Ron say Okoi, bank in Sufie, how do you get that money? Where is that money coming from? Nipple all this kind of amount on your Christmas. Definitely you come for it. In what way are you going to give that money to that person? Into your Tiakromua, Obohua, na ya the project Biama Abafubi, no more. Because money has to go back where money came from. Georgia, Emra no parliament. Then I'll say, MPs now Motiano. Why also when you're corrupt? No, sorry. Who's a bit me sorry? Because the cost of electing one Ghanaian MP, the same cost, over to me, every 20 MPs our Britain. Say, a scar MPs 20 our Britain. Ebe isu akọ parliament no. Ebe to me Uganda ni MP ba akọpe. As a poor nation. Does it make sense to you? Oh, in the multi-party eye die emwayen. Omunim say with that ebe bolege emfiti then we'll come to them for help all the time. And omodi amayen. Esia twetwene baby kra. But this is the fear. So okay say mempe democracy ombebo ombedu ani. Into democracy too. But with good governance, wa found sheye eto ho. See, I can't good governance, because and I say, and the one there be, and no. There are some pillars. As a good governance signal. Process equine a match on equine a befaso a yimpenny our mining. Into way, is our MPC one unique thing about this type of process or system, they say, none of them is coming from a party. Because when I go deny our district or constituency any tomorrow, you don't need any MP, you don't need any party. Into party be anywhere. And none a minimum penal. Now bet your impose any point democratic. Because ruling government is a MPP and an NDC and our power. They endorse the candidates. It is a party no and does what. Now even on an example MPP na ntokwasi baby. Because party impose candidate on the constituency when they are in power. And that is not the will of the people. In the good governance, why I don't know here as a people? Good governance is about using the right processes and strong institutions to achieve the needs of the people. So my current process is about acquire institutions, What are the institutions? Besides, I won't say some multi-party democracy are the institutions working in Ghana? Is our education system helping us as a people? Education said 7 times 7, 21, 4 times 4, 16. No, any education. Numeracy, there be any education. Education said obenya training. Not training no when no. Obe to me at the aya juma. And yes, obe for juma. Wow, yeah juma. At the abwa community team and your education. Says ya me no to hey. Also you graduate. Papa, wa graduate. I mean, 10 minutes. Say, essay about Uber Broche in 3 years. It will take you 2 hours to do that. And not even the whole day.
Maybe, but not so.
But over 100 people and 90 people say, okay, also we are ready. We are graduate. Best holiday. Okay. In an hour, on to me. Yeah, education and I own. MYA. Now go university. Mibisa Semba. Mibisa. Anatom. Ni 2 years. So we are school. Anatom.
Atom ye ade kete pa.
One man go here. Nana can it here. The education one, and why oh, Amiba, I didn't say, wouldn't oh, in the education now, no, a boy I may come because a boy I may come a cassa. In the education, that one institution, now, yeah, having come and I science and technology, see, I want to be a traffic light. I'm an so, agent also. I'm why education, I'm why, inti, say, a good institution, and one of it is our education, it's not about free. In the America, election year, in media, Michael, oh, say, a draw expire. Now the more be free. What is the essence? I don't know expire. Indeed, number one, with good governance, you bring good institutions. Younger parliament as one institution. Parliament now, who say, Anyad Papa? Yeah, parliament now. Anyad Papa. Parliament now, a boy Ghana for. And why? Once almost say a democracy, government by the people. Make sure what they're about. In the mirror, those who are in parliament should be the mirror of the citizens. And yes, sir, government by the people. Because I'm representing them. About 62 or 68% of Ghanaians are poor. About 52 or 54 of Ghanaians are farmers. Maybe, sir, how many farmers are in parliament? Only 22% of Ghanaians are in the service industry, like banking, lawyers, doctors. Omo former parliament. Ma obi megina ha parliamentarian say me a farmer. How many percentage or what percentage? And omo farmers are omo. Now Kajam said democracy, multi-party democracy. And it is the government by the people. Does it make sense to you? One big institution out here of democracy, I the people rep, I parliament, you know. And your reflection. And your reflection. But me calculating omo parliament, you know. I reflect it. Now saying no more even lawyers. Shall say omo parliament because almost a learned lawyer or an unco parliament is kind of so. Inti said before mo nya no. Sit on the block or court 20 ni nya odi for omo no be join parliament ndo so nya na kakra. Na lawyer what apo. Oh, criminal, uncle parliament. Now, what is the our situation? A lawyer for papa in the parliament because on what I say. Well, in the parliament now, no parliament where on tell me laws within this year. Oh my year, I didn't say about a man. And what? Because they told there are some guys there who say, "Oh, we are knowledgeable," but they told to the party line. Parliament way with all their qualifications. Ejai angoraga, and unima angoraga. Tell me tikumasi. Omu jai angoraga oho. Ekoto ngonya. Ewo China. All because the Chinese have given us aid. Does it make sense? Indeed, they don't represent the people. Or no person train ekonyopa paso. Now, they don't care. Indeed, Parliament as an institution does not represent the people. And yet good governance. Since year ever to abano, they know their package already. Retirement. Now, when it's almost does it make sense to you? Almost say maybe the S gracia. One share. And everybody in Ghana is quiet about this. A man buying and a uya juma. Yeah, stop. You have the chance to go back, and you know after few months or just 3 weeks. Now I get retirement package. Now I shall say you, chairman. That parliament does not help the people under this multi-party. Obi to one answer on between pa when him say I deal with ya a blind person MYN multi-party no I come and I vote into almost no more doors or more to abano na mupa musu empowerment. But any party Ukaba who say, into Emmett, say, Bibini, be a Western woman. Can say, oh, black man cannot manage his own affairs. Sabi, may own a man and that. The only difficult thing for any human being, say, oh, no, bar or your superior, ever for 2 years. Because in creation, Obana is superior, Simbema, and a member not tenant. Wonderful. Indeed, Obana himself, one way powerful saying, Moja Tuno, in so prayer, who Moja two, or to manage, who person could budu kwasia, who to minute 10 years, we a wonderful person. There's no manager under this planet, SNU, man. So, if Ganani, 8 to minute a year, 20 years, I also want to be managing in affairs. What are you talking about? Omu konuya, you find a multi-party, about 3 comb, and almost say, Yanko, and the ebre, almost was 3. There's nothing wrong in so we were born to say. Me say na, Bianca, you may a bridge and can bless and that's missing. It is my bomb is here. No one say a golda. Hey, Nessina Efro, be an a token of daho. Into a test of so called here. Which would bo don't into multi party no, and your mind. What's my kind of institution mean? Look at our courts. And you're not as an American. Say, Judge, what you buy it? Even though I saw you buy it, you know my sound on it. A yay, and your mom, yes, sir. Or be a teacher. I will remember. And I just so constituency. Because a teacher knew. What's one judge in jacket? One more to me, if he knew acquire other business. Bibia Hano. People go to parliament today in Ghana to do their businesses. I try on I'm trying to say, Judge on to me, yes, sir. What's all when you get your pet? How will you attract the best, honest people to be on the bench? Because before, we identify a problem and one solution. We say we pretend to pay the people and they also pretend to work.
That's right.
Yes, you treasure just for Nika. And you have to provide. Inti say what change so your chrono day and a moment yes even though we need to say so yes no into for your court now bisa won say court o Ghana no 68% Ghanaians no eboa o mana so be no what no ko wi abanche a obeda 25 years under this dispensation me boa we obi mobile phone ye dey me ba na okura mienu mobile phone dey obi wi mobile phone back 5 years obi had the $50 million. No, I call her. No, my say, a party. Eh? Can you go? Party, when can we? Once you are in the this multi-party, okay, check question back. Now, who come to phone now? Obi and me and your way. You do back court. It's on back for actually. On my basa. Inti ama court no. It's for the elites and those who are in these parties. And yeah, for the do na omo mass. Inti me catch of pain. Such wonderful institution, they said court no, and what the ordinary Ghanaian, what the rich, and those who are in worker party activities. I don't want to be personal, but my pastor was said, so ordinary person, and not near video so. Tell me, let me DJ Jatama, and can any. Maybe so, and can any. But and can any. There be now me was come and make me say my first issue now Supreme Court. Who bond dog? What did judge attempt? And see what crow well indeed what you say even the court that should protect the ordinary person or everyone in the state, you know. And this or you crew. So that what is the essence of this trumpet multi-party democracy? And yet at the papa and yet appropriate at all. Well, indeed, so may take it institution by institution. Uba will say, I don't know, no. This multi-party, you know, a creative problem, and always will go and be beggars, crying. In the system, near what we call good governance. Yeah, dear. Mama tells me, or call Trump ho. As I'm a no, or say a time has come, we have to leave the African continent for them to do well. Now, when I say, Omu, Bashir, so when you say, Nancy do much. Obisa our leaders. That's why I have problem with people like President Kufo. Say, multi-party democracy, more about who you say, Oko University of Ghana. Obate, democratization, don't say institute. Democracy at its best institute. Only African development this. Or more this kind of a shame. Into a woman even enter the university, all that he thinks about democracy. What is taking you to? Into Papa Smiley, I as an individual, my opinion back and say President Rawlings failed Ghanaian. And you so ade okunu ohun ye no. Back on and guess what Ginaso. And I said music na. And sometimes I don't want to blame you so much. Those that are writing books today that President Rawlings is not naive. Okay, una a professor. Now yeah. They could have at that time create an upper house. After so I 78 years. Come for me upper house. Now you are two aba. You are two aba. Even let's use this system. You are two aba no. You MPs. Now mama say we active. You know what's up. Kenya Prime Minister. Now upper house no. President Torres with that kind of fear no. Who Prime Minister don't say is watching. One will say only where one of the chiefs will head that upper house. Papa Smiley. Yeah, we grow for over the years. You're not in peace and there is progress. And now we are here. Yes, we are party, multi-party democracy. And so, bisa go for this year or more year candidates 2020. Obi abakwa him for no. Does it make sense to you? What's my money back on and yet and get active involved? But over Saturday, you go to the person. Mentias well, because Brunino sa recten. Look at and saying, Apataka se be a bono kumase no. Ube such colorful event won't be a brochida. No. Until you condemn it. But Matthias ye no. Me call France, me bahana me call France. Me call France, hotel na me call. Now a lot I didn't have any system. Or much chibi. I'm sorry, I as I go bread you and me call me to be. Me call na chef no. Oh, it's very nice. It's nice. We use the best oil in the world. I'm saying, what coconut oil? I'm saying, go for Jimmy. At hotel in France. Or we use coconut. Mimi swa. Oh yeah, I know when you had the same day. Almost when you done this. Inti memo be any kubangwa biu. Kubangwa. Oh by Europe says ya way bay. And son of war, you know, if you Russia. Alcohol over 90%. Meboa. Yawa pateshi we crew. Apateshi. Brunin himself, who got apateshi. Na apateshi ni nyeka near refining ebaye of standard. Unto Guinness. Unto whiskey. Says ya. I me see me call Ghana. Anya me call my infie. Na me disca. Eko to apateshi. 20 bottles. Eko ma chifa. Obeji, because akwawe. We wicked power with Jimmy. Or he can set the sermon. Oh, Bremen, son, appetition now the Bremen. Master, me talk 1 bottle of whiskey.
Okay.
Why are they? What Bremen Brunin?
And
what Bremen Brunin? When you are tea.
But to talk about that, Matty said, you say no, almost bottle appetition become a come about.
And no correct. Into a time will come. Hey, Toyota, and then you says you are hybrid name. First, no, say, a Toyota by Europa. Now we are European middle class now to be a bestseller. Auto Toyota on bestseller. I'm going to say, if Asia on Abba. And so when you Ford and out them. And then Inti Japan for your margin say someone to ya be radical. And I saw one to my dear no munyeska no mu improve ya high and then and you bail out again wuye. Well, inti a competition the whole world here. And the person that you are competing with, you think he will give you a good thing for you to outclass him. It will never happen. See a fire waging. This type of governance in front of multi-party, and young man, share Adam for me, Bakoko NDC, Bakoko MPP, one bed do one to one Bakumba Bobo passing Kukunyonku. Yeah, High Commissioner Ohano. Now, baby, the constituent second one. Another lawyer, so we're a lawyer. Somebody see near in those days now, papa. Because of multi-party. If you have what it takes, and you want to represent your people, you don't need any political party. You are now. This is a better process. It will not involve we as a nation going to beg for aid because we want to conduct election. Election acquired to a sense say Timemunibi can say, oh, those in government are corrupt. How would they be corrupt? Acquire your fast you woman, and no corrupted. What do you expect from them?
Now, fire, what's my weekend, right? Look at the number of years that we've practiced this multi-party system, right? You see, I don't know how you think we'll be able to switch over just overnight, but gradually, systematically, where should we begin so that we'll be able to have something of our own that helps us?
Okay. Any one says you're too about you're a Mahama when you need to see a bamu. I want to even use this system. This system, say, yeah, and one we can still amend it or make some changes. And to extend that, you better say, you better what I'm talking about. In Tanka to about where you're a Mahama wenya, and a Kufu Adwenya. Inti yenim say on obenya largest in terms of opposition. Inti be 40%. Inti normal largest in terms of the numbers. No, the na Kufu Adwa from the government inti and so continue fee. And so called parliament. No call the opposition. No. Inti ankasana I say so that you come out with alternatives.
Minchuano, say parliament host is here. You opposition leader. Why can't he perform the same function as you want Mahama to go in there?
Because at the end of the day, and you know, party into general election. Mr. Corbyn, a bit on ideas. Mr. Corbyn on ideas, but the party have their own agenda or ideology. Into one opposition leader no, and you're not yet party candidate. Into be an opposition leader no or no FSA. Yene Russia for NA business or alliance. What candidate so what Chinese for now pay? Oh, hard anything. And I said Papa before. What for Michao? Emra now opposition. Okay, of course, I say, son now inside that. Inti I say, Nipa were the leader of the largest opposition party, no. I also call into government. I want to call into government. Now, today, not only policy, what is it, but multi corruption, so multi corruption. So, one say, if you're 4 years, if you're 4 years, you're talking about 1 year, because we're going as a presidential candidate for a larger party like the NDC. To me, I can say, I'm mechanic, and I'm a court, and I'm yes. How do you survive? In the amount for the better, let's say, why I fought now into power? Aren't you in any way going to pay those people? Into Adumpono, and the papa. And I'm wondering you about what is happening. They don't do anything or say anything until say about you candidate you know. Into I see a test no. And can to abanary starting. Now I say and everybody say oh see hospitals, hospital see you need doctors. I say into you debate no. Sa debate through 4 years no. We have made our mind already. And I with genuine policies. But to prove Obaya was a made kumasi. Because when him say Obenya Whisker or the Apobako is not in government. Now money or no Tesiano, no so I can Assemblia also to be a TV because you have to match him. Multi-party, no. The person that can tell the biggest lie and then win it. Multi-party candidate. Well, in the number one, and can say, what Obey the largest opposition leader, no, as also called parliament. Now Okojina as the largest leader of the opposition. That's number one. Number two, anka way system where a woman never transfer. Speaker no says here once you cancer almost almost to about to. Anka is a parliament of four no. And among themselves no. Omo be yin pa baako. And now Supreme High Court retired judges too abekom. Na I say yanya one parliamentarian. Parliamentarians na yin pa baako. Omo bi say about my speaker. Na Yakov two from the High Court. Abekom when you are two almost waba or parliament. No obenya na onye speaker. Into one say no way executive no. And sa F speaker no so. Hwe speaker no to one. Debate ba na be partisan no take side. About no opposition no omkoko apai ndi unya meaningful discussion bia. Ndi as speaker there be or neutral. Na nwanwa say at this point in time no say vice president no etia one of the tenants of good governance. One of the tenants of good governance is separation of powers. And the pillar back on good governance, one of the institutions no separation of powers, also three organs of government, you know, they should be different from personnel and function. Who you speaker, into you are part of the legislature. Into a vice president no on executive. And someone I'm a Juma, and can say Minister of Foreign Affairs or Finance. And as a vice anywhere will take it because I'm call cabinet meeting or to parliament. In the same way, I say by immediately. We near constitutional amendment. Straight away. Eseba. Well, these are one two way. Near Yenesa. Once I say opposition leader no, on some parliament. You create an office man. When you kakra, a better chronoso. What I say now, we do if you are contested in parliament no. And so based on record and good job. And so my corruption now court also. That's what it say. One day no, you have a lot of opportunity. The oh, then so I take so running mate. And you say running mate. I see a job. Running mate. And the papa under this dispensation. Only say because says that. Mr. Rawo, never know I'm in Kuma. Bonner vice maminti. Okay, good man, you know happy, but anyhow. Nana, Asante, I am young papa. Me papa. This time, me man whiskey, a petition obeji by force. Nana Asante, the vice no wine. Okay, I know. So what me answer? I'm not third one. I'm into assembly. Nyakopon, the vice no wine.
Nyakopon the vice ni issue.
Yo, enti udum say, e do be no.
Fire, me bo. On say, Obusa say Asante Hene vice ana Obusa Kwame Nkrumah vice no. On say, that is not to say they did not have their right hand men. And I say Otunfo say no. So Otunfo born right.
Office. I'm a vice president. On also about 5 people PhD. Omo ya adwuma o yetu omuka aid. Na say for the minister akunso akoka no. Now, do you know a number of people that advise our president? That as to Rawlings time. Oh, Ghana president, we have created an individual that is equal like Satan. We're powerful like Satan. Because Pope, in those days, Pope Nkwan and then for 200. Fathers, Roman fathers, now almost 7. Says ya call Ghana Abankasiemua. From NDC time I be doing neno. About 900, ebu of 1,000. And omuya the mama president Nkwan. Mesra or your Pope. Jesus Christ. Okra a lot of continental constituency. Nkofo na omudi na chi na omuye 12. 12. Well, indeed, the president doesn't need vice. Errand position. Errand position on creative war and to say scapwa, waste of money. So be any so. Once they become on a coalition or moko enti. A man neglect a vice. Neglect a choir of a vice view. I could be no advice, Emma Tony Black. Or why I and yes, I'm the what office war every 5 minutes be a no demo. Or yes, we are moving on Odi. But so be an so. In device, say, sir, yes, I was car, you do me the bay, if I buy, sir, said Uncle C. Uncle, I said, in a week, vice back of parliament 3 times, or no opposition leader, I could discuss national issues. And yes, vice, we are. Since ya MP before, I perform with Cantra. No, I'm saying about me. I do so. Why would you man? No. If you go to Parliament and debate, none so man for so. Say ye himself vice no. Obeko Parliament 3 times in a week. And yanko based on tribes. Since yeah, some there will be some region in Ghana. Nobody can come out there as a president. Don't ask me why. Because a movement mapping now say Zero Mahama winning 2020 way or when it 2020 way. When I advise Mammy Jane, when Fantini, Tio into Mammy Jane. So I don't say and also a tram on her age. No one so bad by a president. Don't mean for Fantini, don't mean for a Western region. Do you know that? And so for be from the north. Don't mean for a Ashanti region. As of for be from the north. Say the back on answer. So a memo say there because we want regional balance. It doesn't make sense.
And the regional balance has 7 years.
I know, and yeah, Papa. Oh, into the regional balance, but you don't get why are you appointing the person? Because you want some skill set or vision from that person. By only picking him because that is going to help multi-party for you to get votes. Appoint them not because they have some wisdom or some proper contribution, but because they want votes. And that's why we are here. Well, inti unim say nye vote and a president Kufuor epa Uncle Fairly Mahama. Nobody should argue with this, and I'll give you explanation. Simple. Say onim say Eli Mahama have what it takes and have confidence in him. And can 6 months interview a BBC Kufuor and say who is going to take over from you, and come by endorse straight away for the American election. And Koka say wait, bad and Kwan so catch it. He said my tired. Don't endorse me. I documented. And I'm saying Orban or say Papa not one what to say or a penny to say or didn't quite something to be to know. Now saying debating for kind. And con one well. Inti yes, America for and I'm the Prime Minister no need only vice. Okay, this to that. America for no the buy. Na nya de bi America for no e na papa. Well, inti America for no omofa old man back one, no man for young back. Just for the vote. Or first soldier back one, not first civilian back. Be a retired soldier. Inti Clinton. And when they do no so, offer somebody who was younger than him. Political analyst, no must say on winning election. I don't know winning year. Oh, inti that vice. What is role? I see him as a political messenger to the president. That is all. Because the president have other state ministers or more handed portfolio. They are working with the president. You are from Minister of States in Ghana. A BDA 8, a BDA 5. Money president no or ministers, you two like any other ministers. In the president per se, or no to me and one of those ministers can go. But still, be a nipple for Brody Yadia and a year effect, as we see today. Dear, now we still want to maintain this vice president, dear. I see a man Duma, a suburban for parliament. Any a cotunano, no, opposition leader and by a debater. When you are a candidate, you appoint somebody who is here or that head, Uncle busy on where he's coming from. And that is why that office needs to be cancelled under this dispensation. Okay. I say you vice president people. After all, the man that the whole world talk about when it comes to Africa governance, we need vice. Runs every nation, whether you like him or not, there was no that vice. Mama, example, in recent time in Britain, no vice. I know as well too, or in the case no vice. Yankopon, when I see Jesus near the vice, just our term of we need vice. And you do more, and you get that. And well, by you answer, what you get that? Only that. Yankopon for because man, and you get that. When you have vice here, well, that's a member in my presence. What can I say? And cancer be say Yankopon best man about Ade. Uba best man. I bring this no. This no. They are no way.
That's right. That's right.
Now make sure I get back one. And you're very critical, even in this year election. Ma Obia Obe host two debate, podcast debate, Sebesikana. One for Misa. I get back one. I see ye efi emu ene any. The president of Ghana, Makajas, or said the devil. O can Bible now say if you ask we are born some. And so no kuni pane Yankopon, but Obi will say your bonsam. The Ghana president or say bonsam. On your saying ma or too much power. Any one country president go for more fighting to lead us this 4 years and say, Oba, do not appoint the IGP. Number one, Papa Chochoro, 5 points.
Okay. All right. Do not appoint the IGP.
One country Obi also Ghana this after 2020 and say, do not appoint the IGP. Let a police commission be there, and people go through it, and the police commission will decide who should be. Sir, Obi Nam, also the Bakole Dinkwasasem, where's in Ejinano? Or say, Unini. Papa, Oba, what is that?
But fire. Said you all can, say fundamentals, no, right? A Florida. When I talk about the fundamentals, I say you talk about honesty many a time, right? Say fundamentals near Florida. You see, the politician can be behind the scene and still be pulling the strings, even though they did not appoint the IGP.
No, it will reduce it.
Okay.
It will reduce it. I had that corruption. One say, first I'm back now, Hano. I'm on for Antiason says, yeah, I'm on for Obia Jatu say, Nyamaka no correct. Nipa say, Meno your program, we are, bet me ako Jaminine into be a corrupt. Say, Yedia entire Mununtin Punu. I don't tell say, that's a set near didn't know a time and Kenyas and Papa. Papa say, now we come from Accra. Now say, oh yeah, who's that? We are comfortable. And then just say, you brothers and be a corruption. In America, they are more corrupt than any country in the world. We are America, China for the world records. But my table or any table that we are talking about realities. And so, why? The most important thing I say, you to be 100%. But I say, yet, so, and you're open, Papa. When you answer you, on a castle with them. What say? Or 2 minutes, my brother. What say? If you ask your corner. Meme enye ho se epete. Anoma bia di bini. Sabi. Anoma bia obefa fees no. Ba pete nko a no wagi nanim. The Ghana police. Met me am corruption cases in the police here. Umam kwan ya memma wo sesi a America. But who say police ni achi obi wa na dia police enya say o mechi o pere on say chief say mafa amra na menya police kwahia. Pepe mi ma nko. Police ni o mafa amra. Pepe ma ono onko we mi do kwa na bail mi nya hwi. Na ha police Asia na say ubi anu a your offense. But behind the scene, they do some corrupt things. But they no too open and a disgrace. Inti say ya president no appoint IGP. Now commissioner appoint na. That's fear. That hey, asa. Ono ama nkola na akwache. Ye party municipal way no. Anyhow. Inti unya honest person obabo na adwuma. Without fear. I know one wonderful man. Me wo Ghana na me koye part time. Esa sapia. About 20 papa yi. No a police commander. We nanso pa ya boni fi ho. That fear and threat will not be there if the chief executive of country is not appointing them. Na my babe who Birmingham omo police commissioner Birmingham for na moto abayi no. Mayor, so what are you telling me? Sa fear no. On say that don't be me kai me ne mami panimu pa wa sua de ye debate. No se fear de nyam se fear na dey control ewiase. Se minim say on say na me ka che say obi obetumi akun no enka me tell me say kuma me say be we obewi. The fact that he can appoint you means that he can dismiss you. And though you are not under him, that's why there's no independent institution in Ghana. Because on appoint you, we obey you. And you want to protect your job. Be around why you're 40 years. Yeah, you lose everything, innit? So we should not allow that thing to continue. These are some of the modifications we can do if we still want to use this multi-party. Do not allow the president to appoint the IGP and the police commissioners. I say, police for bar association and a motor swaba. Omo we adwuma. Bribe AC or court no police for energy no mo dey lawyers na judges no. So my man was a practical example na etu mo kumase no. Well, inti no appointment of the IGP. Chumamiti wa ade na oye ogan na ye woni so. Britain that day gone. But because he was waiting for the president, and the president, no, Obuami, on now. Britain, Commissioner Afrao, gone. That is what we need. Until we don't need big commissioner at the end of the day, a drew so. And that even will give us competent. The president will appoint somebody that favor him or in his interest or from his party, they know. But if it's coming out from a commission, we'll get the right people that can do what we expect from them. That is what good governance is about. Into number one. Number two, Chief Justice. America for there be now since I am to call America. I had maybe I am to call no more say yes, sir. The other countries no your bomb by kum. Mr. Trump, on say ya to by mail na on be wiem nti se mail no e determine na olusu dia on su pom da time an kan say won America can say won bia Zimbabwe Tanzania na Ghana baba edi ade di ni number 2 no on makan one and say president bia appoint IGP 2 chief justice no can someone call so chief justice actually no because it's been so yeah you mama master kakra. So for once we don't need the president of our state to appoint the chief justice Don't tell me it's in the constitution. Constitution, I am a tessa, I'm a stressor, I'm so why. Our constitution. Constitution, Yabo Yasan, I can't buy. Nipa put me sanity. Look at the Nipa, Nana for Yamo Muska, Aqua Trankai, Atrono. Open say a say mine, who say a constitution. Constitution, if you have in a buy. Babu po no watch Naka constitution. Babu no Quran, watch Naka constitution. Inti, don't tell me, I don't want to hear that elementary debate say our constitution and yet torturing. My money appointed Chief Justice. Justice or no. Say your judicial commission. Backed by senior members of the bar. No more on your money. Sir, they will be totally independent. I will say judiciary, independent from the executive and yet independent. Or my because on our point you have to serve him. That should go. America for into Obama also not because of one judge in America no say in your favor some cover will be through. This is not good governance. And say the first one we no and say you do so my church dada. Number 2 no Papa you talk to me and opa na
miensa pe and yenya no miensa they aka na fashion free
ai you talk to me and son say yehwe nenso yesistem parliament na wo parliament say yehwe na yesistem yesistem kwan a yedi yi omo a ebeboa because we need them. When say China we need regular parliamentarians, regular parliamentarians. So number no why are they succeeding or surviving? Well, in the parliament there no too broad, but ya the best you amount for bebre aka say ag no say separate from government. And na akwa Peter and also say there are a lot of things, especially in our institutions, SCSS. NDC for honor, one more MPP for easy. It is also there's a problem. Say see NDC for the one, easy. There's a problem. Easy, no. As say, civil service job, you have to apply based on expertise, like other you are statistical into. Say and this to me we are fact but can be opinion to me is on our referee na referee no onya papa and so your bias be how can you do it say executive rule over apply you go through parliament. Normal virtue say now parliament committee based on that the two parties one say we deserve and they deserve sort now not now and say appointing the bill. These are some things you say see how can you do it? My parliament some criteria be on the person should possess something like in figures statistical say yeah we need law third one qualification very very important and you know it. Somebody that can be trusted to be honest. Oh, somebody who asks, how can you read? Your parameter, better check it. Based on his track records. Acquire now our procurement one. Only say the track record and can you say appointing them? That's how we check how people are honest. Knowing that one day, Okoya appointment and now position be they will go back and look at what you have been doing, will even help to reduce corruption in our country. Well, and just based on CV. Now, select committee, or much go school or infant, the way to me, that's not how you have to accept them. Based on what you have been doing, so school, my colleague is not important. Let's see whether the person is honest. Now, I'm saying that for the 7 factors are Emma Africa, young queen. Now, near the kind on your dada, dishonest. Honest.
Fancy one once.
My fancy in the multi party, one baby and the future politicians of more country, they should think in that brought, he said, we need good governance, not multi-party democracy, because MYN. I'm not a bowl again. But when I say, and yet we have to go to our normal mind. And in so doing, we always go there like beggars. Into my catch up, Mamma Bian can't say, Gentina, about Funia, Omodia, Omokosu, no, Winya Bruni, Winya Bibini. I say, well, environment, and they determine what you should do. Your environment. Says, yeah, Ghana for Omoko saw air conditioner, a bed bulb, Omu saw heater. When we are doing some of this things, benchmarking, NSA, and you're copying. So who so be there now you be there. Samsung for Ombe boom. Omo system no. Almost a son.
You fire. Thank you very much. Now, Bombardier or say Rawlings failed to lead by leadership by example, in accordance with probity, transparency, accountability, and stewardship. Bombardier, dear, also the best also.
And then problem I made just accountability. Now, all those things, you know, and a relative. But one of the things that if he say against what German say, you shouldn't allow us to go back to multi-party democracy.
But just a quick one, no. Sometimes, you know, say you saw balls more often than we show. Who say yes? So you never know what kind of pressure the man was in. I man here the a pushy young call horse and you know, one way or the other, no, the people of Ghana may not have been ready to go through the pain we would have possibly gone through in order to get ourselves established in a system that will be appropriate for us, right? And then you may have thought, say, okay, then why not just give up? Remember, say, okay, Dr. Osajifo, Asembia, okay, say, so when you say Ghana for epe, so almost milk, say, da. And call my milk for pipe okay, all right then. Let's say Utim say right now, one way or the other, we are not ready to go through the mill to get the best for ourselves. So on the identity, and you know, so said the CA politics, we seem to just want to go with the big parties, you know, right? Because they would possibly come and give us the things that we want. They give us what we want in a form of, you know, bribing and what have you. So on and mention. Now we are not ready to just go through the pain in order to get the best in the future. And you know, you never know. Maybe Chairman here and say right? You know, I don't know how you be able to, you know, fault him on that.
Now, and a difference between Cameroons and Papa Gaddafi. Once Papa Gaddafi, omule the sanctions be free. And so said, oh, political history. Ombeka said there was a type of democracy in Libya, but now you're multi-party. Well, now the idea, propaganda idea, a multi-party democracy actually say it brings development. Mr. Can anyone say that today in reference to China? Baby, let's say Ghana for being car. The banana and Posi and hold the Dubai. Mr. China multi-party or well, indeed, this is what one of our lecturers said. Was say it's good to be in Oxford, Cambridge, mention them, but it's not about the university, it's about you. Well, indeed, the first will be a colleague. I call a lawyer, now also Kevas, now also call a lawyer. And you got Nambisia, Michelle Legon. Michelle Logo, I caught one ambition. Inti ɛhɔ no ɛna wo a wofi give us wofi hwan no wobɛyɛ exhibit. Inti that time no Legon doesn't come in. Inti this is my base. Me conclude no. It's not about multi-party democracy. Now I am kind of say it's not about you being a Methodist or a Christian or a Buddhist. It's about holiness. So what is appropriate? What we are doing today.
Fire.
Kamuni and now you're Christian inti. Se baby wo ho na nka nipa mpo ye beko akotena adwedwe ho ayemra. It's not because of that thing that you are practicing. So bompire 7 times and now you say it's about doing what is right, appropriateness, and then the holiness. And to me, what we are practicing today as a nation, and your appropriate mind, tintinity adam. Ese ko debe bi eda. Yemfa atadia. Oh, we know quote no. O suit no say fete. Me me dey fete me.
That's right.
Me dey man wa. Ebe roro.
Me me dey ebe chiu. Me dey ebe chiu.
Won so dey anso bechi. What you say? This me na suit. Dey no. Ese fa. Ye fa ne a 2 hours. And yes America for Ashanti. Ese Debbie. Yes sir. That is the whole thing. Even though we are going for the election, we are only electing a white man chief. Election we are only going to elect a white man chief. And but we need to have our own leaders that will serve our interest. And no. Into where but for now, let's maintain it. If still say and to us, let's make the amendment as quickly as possible. Say I'm Bobi Suno. Bebre kwa. Na niam to turn akwan mu.
You fire. Yeah, do ase. And then so waboy nkomo pa na mekai ahwefo nyina say do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel Aqu24 TV and also follow us on Facebook Aqu24 Radio/TV and hit the notification button as well. We will be coming your way with some of these thought-provoking conversations. So every now and then, we will know what's up. We will definitely know what's up. Nyami adma, yabese atwas dwumadie so. Nyami adma ochina ewo Aqu24 TV and Aqu24 Radio/TV. Enti bomodi answer obe subscribe to the channel and you hit the notification so that fire oba no be fire when your notification so that you also join in beautifully. Fire ebedo ase pa na assemble will be the aba for suggestion and say when we come another time and maybe we can address what changes or what modifications we can have when it comes to our education system so that we can have the very best for the nation. Another time we will be discussing that. Until then, bye bye.